Alright guys, let's get into this turkey recipe. This is the wild bird that I shot a few weeks ago. It's a Miriam turkey. Shot him up in the mountains in the Rockies. So after I shot the bird, I cleaned him up, portioned him out, took the breast and the tender on both sides and put it individually in vacuum sealed bags. And just gonna open up that bag using my Montana Knife Company Speed Goat and then cleaning off those breasts, drying them up. And we're gonna get ready to put that bird in a brine. So got some boiling water. I'm gonna add some sugar, kosher salt, and we're gonna whisk that together till that dissolves. Gonna add in some chopped red onion, some spices. I'm gonna have the spices and the exact ingredients in the description below. Some lemons, and then a little bit of a secret ingredient. Add Granny Smith apples that we just chop up. I'm gonna add that to the brine, whisk it up, get that all dissolved, and then we're gonna cool off the brine until it is room temperature. We're gonna transfer the brine to a container. Once the brine is transferred into the container and cool, then we're going to add our turkey breast into the brine and let that sit for overnight. After 24 hours, we're going to remove the turkey breast from the brine, add it to a sheet tray, and then season it up. You can use whatever seasonings you like. I have a herb mixture here of oregano, some other stuff, and some salt and pepper. But again, this is going to be in the description below. We're gonna take that seasoning, season it on both sides of the turkey breast and the tender. I'm gonna preheat a smoker to 250 degrees and add those turkey breasts into that smoker. I'm gonna smoke the breast for about 15 minutes. I'm not trying to cook it all the way through, just get some smoke flavor in. Once the breast is removed from the smoker, I'm gonna heat up a saute pan. I'm gonna use a Maiden stainless steel pan here. Gonna heat it up, add some neutral oil, and then I'm actually gonna sear that smoked turkey breast on both sides, get it golden brown. And then once it's seared on both sides and golden brown, we're actually gonna remove it from the pan, and then we're gonna make our sauce. So once the turkey breast is removed from the pan's still hot, I'm going to add some chopped garlic and then chopped shallots into the pan. We're going to mix that up, and then we're going to saute the shallots and garlic until they're translucent on medium-high heat. Once they are translucent, I'm going to add some cold butter in, and then continue to saute that and move those turkey breasts out of the way so they're off the heat. And we're going to let that butter start to melt down and cook with the garlic and shallots. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. So here's some Worcestershire sauce. Mix that up together. We're going to add in some Dijon mustard. Mix that up, and we're going to let that reduce together. Make sure that mustard is evenly distributed throughout the pan. We're going to add some chopped sage. This is a great ingredient. If you can't find fresh sage, you can use dry sage as well. I'm going to add some bourbon in there, and we're going to mix that up, and we're going to let that reduce and cook down, cook the alcohol out. Once that's reduced about halfway down, we're going to add some fresh heavy cream in and mix that up, and then we're going to reduce that down about a few minutes just to get the texture that we want, the consistency. Then we're going to add our turkey breast back into the sauce and finish cooking it through, because remember, we didn't smoke it all the way through, and we just seared it to get it golden brown. So we're going to let that reduce down, go clean up our station a little bit, and let that cook down until we get the sauce coating the turkey breast, and the sauce should be the thickness of coating the back of the spoon. Then we're going to base the sauce over the turkey breast just to cover it evenly, and then let that reduce. Once it's reduced and cooked through, alright, and then we're going to slice our turkey breasts up. I'm using that Montana Knife Company Speed Goat. This is actually the same knife that I used to clean the bird as well. Highly recommend. I'm going to slice it into some evenly sized pieces. And there, you can see how juicy this turkey still is. And then we're going to plate up our turkey breast. So I'm just going to add it to the middle of the plate, and then we're going to top it with our sauce. And you can see the sauce is nice reduced. It's nice and thick. It coats the back of a spoon very evenly. Then coats that turkey breast, and it's going to make sure it glazes it really nice. And then for a garnish, we're going to garnish it with some chopped fresh chives. If you can't find fresh chives, you can use dry, or you can use scallions. And there we have it.